Hi, this is Dr. Andrew Thorne, and today I'm going to read the introduction to my book, Monumental Peace, an introduction to the arc of awareness. And as I share this reading with you, I may pause a few times and share some of the ideas that I had as I was writing or some of the insights that I've had since. When you write a book, you can't put all of your ideas in, so there may be some things that are prompted in my mind as I reread this introduction. In any event, I wanted to share it with you. I hope you'll find it useful in your life. If you have any questions, you could contact me at andrew@legacysherpa.com, or you could visit my website, legacysherpa.com, and we can maybe start a conversation about how we might work together on some of the things that you're reading. I especially want to invite you to check out our new project called Recalibrating You. You may find it interesting and fascinating to work on goals in a counterintuitive way, I guess is what I'll say. And I'm super excited about that project. So without any further ado, let me share a screen, put on my goggles so I can see. And let's see, and there you go, the introduction. The introduction to Monumental Peace. As we begin this journey together, I want to remind you of the purpose of the tool that you are listening to. You are learning from content that is designed to establish credibility, build rapport, and educate you on the topic of awareness. Before I share my thoughts on this important topic, I want you to consider a couple of questions. I value the investment of your time, and I don't want to waste it. If you think about these two questions now, you will either choose to explore this topic more deeply with me, or you will decide to choose another path. Either one is okay. I simply wanted to be your choice to move forward. If you begin by making a commitment to yourself, you will continue to press forward when we begin to explore some of the challenges associated with understanding and developing awareness. Let's get started. Question number one, is this methodology right for me? The first question that I want you to ask yourself is important for you to consider when you are evaluating any learning opportunity. Is this right for me? I was once a dedicated runner and spent many hours in the desert by my house on the wide open trails. My friends knew I enjoyed running and often asked me about my experiences. Some of them even joined me on my early morning runs. Some of my other friends didn't enjoy running at all, and they thought I was crazy to spend so much time out on the trails. There were some who were inspired by my fitness and wanted to copy my exercise habit. It was interesting to see who could stick with it and who abandoned it after a few days. Running is a difficult way to become fit, and you either love it or you hate it. I love it because when I am running, I enjoy a heightened sense of awareness. I had a friend named Charlene who decided on her own to take up running. She knew that I enjoyed it and wanted to pick my brain about a couple of things. One day we ran into each other and she asked, "What do you listen to while you are running?" She was looking for some music, a motivational book, or a podcast that could help her focus on something besides her own thoughts. "I don't listen to anything," I said. "I just enjoy listening to the thoughts that come into my head." "Oh," she said, "I would never want to do that. I'm running to escape the thoughts that are in my head." I didn't waste any time trying to convince her that she would be better off listening to her inner voice. Instead, I recommended that she talk to some of our mutual friends who also enjoyed listening to such things while they ran. You are invited to join me on an adventure. This is an invitation to explore the things that are stirring inside of you. Your inner voice is broadcasting a message that is more valuable and more powerful than anything else in this world. In this book, there are powerful questions that will help you hear your inner voice. Attention to these questions will increase your level of awareness and magnify your understanding of you, of who you are, which will make it easier for you to become who you are meant to be. If the thoughts of listening to your inner voice excite you, then you are in the right place. If you are like my friend Charlene and you would rather not hear your inner voice, then you are probably in the wrong place. I'm going to ask you to listen deeply to that inner voice, and you must be ready to understand and embrace what you hear. Question number 2, can I trust Andrew? I love racket sports. As a kid, I played ping pong almost every day. I also learned to play racquetball and tennis. I was good at these games and rarely lost. When I was introduced to badminton in my late teens, I quickly figured it out and enjoyed playing it with my friends and family. If it involved a racket, I was usually better than most people I knew. When I was 46 years old, one of my clients invited me to play squash. I'd never heard of the game, but when he told me that it involved a racket and a ball, I was excited to get on the court. The game was different, and I struggled to learn how to play it. The truth is, I sucked, and I couldn't even hit the ball. This frustrated me and motivated me. I made a commitment to learn how to play and showed up several mornings a week. Before long, I was able to beat most of the morning players, and I thought I was pretty good. I heard that the more experienced players gathered in the afternoons, so I started showing up for the chance to play a more competitive game. I was immediately humbled. The advanced players were doing things on the court that I didn't even know were possible. Their skills inspired me, and with some practice, I was able to start copying the shots they were making, and my game quickly improved. I got better because I was playing with people who were better than me. For 35 years, I have spent at least a half an hour each day working on my own personal growth and development. About 20 years ago, I began helping others do the same. I'm the author of 7 books, and I hold a PhD and an MBA. There are people who know more than I do and who may employ better methods and techniques, but I know that I can teach you some shots that will accelerate your own learning and development. I would be honored to walk with you for a while. The arc of awareness is the fundamental root of a legacy of wholeness. It is a necessity, not a luxury. It is an experiential investigation, not an intellectual journey. It is a self-discovery effort, not a self-improvement project. It is a qualitative experience, not a quantitative exercise. My goal is to help you find and hear your inner voice. There is no form that is right for everyone, so you must be willing to explore what you are hearing inside yourself. The work happens inside of you, and that is why I call it an adventure. You cannot look to other sources because you are the expert on you, and therefore the research must happen through your plan, and it must be carried out by you. There is no agenda to resolve anything, just an invitation to explore who you are. I am certain that as you do, that you will experience some uncomfortable and comfortable moments, and you will grow. Perhaps the most uncomfortable moment is when we first see that we don't know who we are and we don't know what the meaning of life is. But this is also one of the most exciting moments because it exposes both possibility and potential. I am excited to be here with you on this journey. I know how to uncover the root. Are you ready to explore it? Well, that's the introduction. It was designed to kind of give you an opportunity to evaluate the method that I'm going to be using, and also the voice of my voice, my approach to working on things. I want to be clear that I'm more of a Sherpa. I call myself a legacy Sherpa. The company's called Legacy Sherpa. A Sherpa is a guide. It's someone that helps you move forward in your pursuit. And that's the way I see myself. I don't see myself as an expert or as a coach. I see myself as a Sherpa, a guide, someone that's been on the trail, but still is learning as he hikes the trail every day and is still vulnerable to the trail. And that's certainly the way that I see myself. Writing the introduction gave me a lot of things to think about. My friend Charlene was a good friend, and it was interesting to have that conversation. So I leave you with a question. Do you like listening to your own voice? Are you willing to listen to your own voice? It's the most important voice that you have. So I hope that as we work together, you'll feel that sense of development. Now, before I say goodbye, I want to invite you to learn about some of the projects that I'm working on, especially Recalibrating You. It's a 36-day project that helps you hone in and focus on your goals. And it helps you look at your to-be list instead of your to-do list. And it's available now. And I hope you take a chance to join us on that, or you visit Legacy Sherpa. There's many ways that we can work together. And I hope that we can find a way to do that. In the meantime, have a wonderful and blessed day, and I'll see you in the next chapter.